Hello, you big, beautiful souls out there. I am coming to you today because Aralamb wanted to speak specifically about the week that just happened here in the United States. As you know from listening to my videos here and in the book, politics are something that I never talk about. I don't talk about politics or any of kind of the social standing or what's going on the planet in that way because Airlamb's information is his own. And we are all about your soul, your spirit, your happiness, your growth and ascension, and all of that. However, caveat, however, that being said, Aralamb did want to bring to you a little bit of energy that's coming in post this big election that happened here in the United States. And I realize I have a lot of people listening to this that are not in the United States, and that's perfectly okay because the information that Aralamb wants to bring through today has to do with the whole planet and not just the United States in and of itself. So that being said, welcome, welcome. Aralamb speaking, Aralamb speaking. Welcome, everyone. Firstly, I want to say this to you. The United States of America is but one country on planet Earth, and yes, an election was just had. Let me explain something to you about this. There is something that is completely superseding all of the geopolitical movement on the planet right now. And what is superseding all of the geopolitical movement is the absolute truth in the fact that the earth and the universe is ascending. I speak with you about the ascension so often, but here's what I want to say to you. Everything that's happening on the planet now, whether it be in the United States of America, in Europe, every country, everything that is happening at the hand of creation, meaning everything is ascending. Everything is being forced up into an ascension. So this means that the whole planet, including the societies, the governments, the social systems, everything is ascending. I realize that I have said this before to you, still Aralamb speaking. But the reason I bring it up after this particular election is this. Humanity is beginning to see themselves in separate pieces, and that is not what is going to help the ascension. The ascension and the energy around the ascension is so that every soul who's incarnate on the planet now understands that truly every soul is part of the human species on Earth. So regardless of what your political leanings are, your religious leanings are, it doesn't matter which group you belong to. Now I understand, still Aralamb speaking, I understand that all of what makes up different political systems and different religious systems, they become important in your day-to-day no matter where on the planet you're living. I understand that. But what I want you to understand is superseding all of this is the idea that everything dark is being stripped away. Everything dark is coming up and being stripped away from the planet. It has to happen. So as the human species, the soul beings, which you are one of, move forward on the planet in the next 4 to 10 years, and I talk about this, so many things are going to happen that need to happen in order to strip away all of the darkness. Now, you can look at both sides of any situation, any war, any political stance, any religious stance. You can look at both sides and decide which side you agree with. But in the end, as the ascension continues to happen, what human beings are meant to see, what souls are growing into here on planet Earth, you, Melissa, everyone listening, what you're growing into is the idea that every human being is the same. Your sexuality doesn't matter, your gender doesn't matter, who you are doesn't matter as much as the idea that everyone is human. So while you are sitting with and thinking about and ingesting information about politics, about religion, still Aralamb speaking, about what is right and wrong in the world, understand that this is a painful often, but necessary part of the ascension that's happening. The lights are coming on and everything dark must leave. Now, still Aralamb speaking, I am in no way insinuating that you will lose your heritage, meaning who you love is important to you. What your political affiliations are is important to you. How you connect with creation through your religious beliefs, that's important to you. And it's going to stay important to you. But there has to be an understanding on the planet between souls that regardless of what you believe is the best way to make it home and back to creation, regardless of what road you determine to take, all are valid as long as they're positive. Okay, so keep that in your mind when you're struggling with all of this. You are all on a road together, and everyone is going to ascend. So the ascension process can be very elegant and much less painful if you understand that things are going to change. The changes, the ebbs, the flows, and the energy, you're going to feel it. And some days it may feel heavy to you. Some days it may feel joyous to you. But it's all happening for a reason. It's all happening for a reason. So take peace in that. Okay, me speaking now. So I'm so glad. I didn't know, I have to say, I didn't know what Aralamb was going to say here. I never know what he's going to say, which most of you know who know me. But I like what he's saying in that, that kind of all of us, regardless of what you think about your religious or political or whatever happens, it is important, right? That we still maintain relationships with each other, that we love each other, because in the end, and it sounds really cliche, but when we all move back over to creation, what I call the lobby, when you drop your body on this planet and you move back over, all of these things that divide us here on the planet, they're not going to matter one bit. They're not going to matter one bit. So we can all disagree on different things. We can agree on other things, but we can still love each other through it. And we can always be working together more. So that is what I have for you today. I am getting ready also to put up chapter 16. I will be doing that in the next 24 hours. So all of you huge, amazing souls, have a wonderful rest of your day. And I hope this message was helpful for you. Awesome.